All right. It's comprehension time, and this comprehension is an excerpt from a book called Becca Lamb. I remember I did Becca Lamb in maybe like Form 1 or 2 at secondary school, yeah. It's a story based in Belize in the Caribbean. Do you want to read or you want me to read for you, Joshua? All right, let me hear you. When you get tired, just let Auntie know. Take it away. Becca. Becca is the girl's name. Becca. Becca Lamb. Go on.
Becca cleans the
Attic. You know what's an attic, Joshua?
yes.
Tell Auntie what's an attic.
An attic is somewhere in the roof.
Yes, a room that's up in the roof there. I always remember when Mary Bear first came to Auntie's home and he looked in the corner, he saw a hole. It's a hole covered with some plastic because we were getting some leaking, right? So we had to do that to be able to find what was the cause of the leaking. So it's covered with like this heavy plastic you put over the tablecloth. Yeah. So he said, all you need to do now is build the stairs and you can have your own attic up there. You see the way children think. But we adults now we would be like so embarrassed or like so critical. Not my sweet children. All right, go on. Take it away, Joshua.
With frozen
Feverish. Feverish energy. Mm-hmm.
her hair was a was a way to start a way show show her family that she could be different. She didn't skip an inch of the floor.
Either when scrubbing or polishing.
Nor, nor did she pu- push old newspapers or dirty clothes.
Under the beds.
Under the bed. The not once did she stop the things the month old Jamaica
Gleaners. That's the newspaper. Gleaners. Granny Ivy's low-topped press, and she scrubbed the attic stairs as if her brush could bore through wood. You go on.
Then she dropped, dropped, dropped up from her knees. Her you could read.
All right, I'm gonna take it from the top. Becca clears the attic. Becca cleaned the attic with feverish energy. Here was a way to start, a way to show her family that she could be different. She didn't skip an inch of the floor, either when scrubbing or polishing. Nor did she push old newspapers or dirty clothes under the beds. Not once did she stop to leaf through the months-old Jamaica gleaners piled on Granny Ivy's low-topped press, and she scrubbed the attic stairs as if her brush could bore through wood. When she got up from her knees, her arms were sore, but she didn't leave the bucket of dirty water on the stairs for Chuckoo or Zandy to knock over by accident, nor did she leave the tin of expensive wax open for them to smear all over the walls. It was only a small beginning, but Becca felt she had handled the job like a woman, and in Belize, to be able to work like a woman was an honorable thing. But that day, nobody climbed the attic stairs to inspect her work. And even though the cupboard door in the kitchen bumped against Leela's leg, she seemed not to notice that Becca was putting the wax and cloth carefully to the rear of the cupboard. Okay? Alright, so first of all, our first question, it says, Becca cleaned the attic. What they were telling us first, they're telling us about like matching, give a little vocabulary exercise there. Go on to the next page. Oh, you at the next page, right? So there's a list there with some words under A and then a list under B. Our first word is feverish, right? Feverish. Feverish means you're doing things in like a wild way. You're full of energy. But you know you could be full of energy and in a concentrated, focused way. Not when you're feverish. When you're feverish, it's like, you ever watch a picture, Joshua, and see somebody have a real high fever and they start to act kind of crazy? Like, you ever see that, Joshua?
Yeah.
Yes, as you have a real high fever, it makes you confused. We use the word delirious, right? It makes you confused. Like, you get kind of unsure about reality. You might imagine you seeing things that are not there, or like you can't remember like what day today is and what's my name, you know? It affecting the brain, has you confused. So when you hear the word feverish, yeah, you're full of energy and you're on the move, but not like, I know I have to put this book down here, so I'm doing it fast. It's like, I have the book in my hand, but I'm still, where's the book? Confused. So it says nervous, furious, or wild. Energy I have enough energy. We can use the word strength. I have enough strength. Skip, to omit, to exclude, or to leave out. Like suppose you're skipping numbers, or you might be playing a game and you like tapping every other person, taking me back to childhood memories. No, we used to be like what? Goose, 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 duck, or something like that, and you're going around. Goose, duck, something. Yeah, so then you would just be tapping the ones that are goose and going around. Smear. Smear means it looks like to white. Smear means to white. Okay. Inspect means to examine. I guess smear, like to smear it across your face, to wipe it. But somehow when I'm thinking about wiping, I'm thinking about cleaning, right? But yeah, put it across your face. All right, so the first question. Becca cleans the attic with furious energy. This suggests that Becca was ill, but they put furious, they really mean feverish. Becca was ill while she was cleaning the attic. Becca had very little energy to clean the attic. Becca was putting all the energy she had. Remember how I just described it to you? All the energy she had into cleaning the attic. Or Becca didn't really want to clean the attic. What you're thinking, Joshua? It's possible she might not have really wanted to do it, so she was doing it all over the place. Okay. The reason why Becca was cleaning is that she was told to do so. She wanted to prove that she could be different. She was in punishment, or she hadn't cleaned it properly the first time. You heard the different options?
No.
The reason why Becca was cleaning is that she was told to do so. She wanted to prove that she could be different. She was in punishment. She hadn't cleaned it properly the first time.
She wanted to prove that she could be different.
Correct. Good job. From the story, you learned that Becca was usually energetic, sickly, careless, or reliable. Okay. From the passage, you can infer that Chuku and Sandy are small children, older children, puppies, or a cat and a dog. You didn't hear me? From the passage, you can infer that Chuku and Sandy are small children, older children, puppies, or a cat and a dog. We have to look back in the passage. The passage is saying she didn't want to leave the bucket of dirty water on the stairs because Chuku or Sandy might pass by and knock it over by accident. So who you think Chuku and Sandy are? Who you think they are?
Older children.
Older, okay, I was thinking younger, but we'll see. From the passage, you learn that in the country where the story takes place, women work better than men. Women were respected for their ability to work. Women's work was not important, or women could not work like men. What does it say here? Becca felt she had handled the job like a woman, and in Belize, to be able to work like a woman was an honorable thing. That means it was a good thing. So it says women were respected for their ability to work. That's our answer. From the passage, you can infer that the attic is a bedroom, a room upstairs, a storeroom, or a room in the basement. Which one?
Room.
Which one it is? You can't hear me, Joshua?
I can't hear you too good.
I know what happened. Joshua ain't hearing me. Anyhow, he already knows the attic is a room upstairs. From the passage, you know that the story takes place in a boarding school in Jamaica, a boarding school in Belize, a home in Belize, or a home in Jamaica.
Home
In Belize. You see why they mentioned Jamaica? Because they said that Granny had the Jamaican newspaper pushed under the bed. It was something like that. Right? So they probably might be in Jamaica. That's where every day Granny is looking at the newspapers in Jamaica. So it's probably a home in Jamaica. From the passage, you learn that Becca cleaned with a mop, a bucket of water, wax, and an electric polisher, a brush, bucket of water, wax, and electric polisher, a broom, bucket of water, wax, and cloth for polishing, or a broom, brush, bucket of water, and wax. Let's go and see. She had the brush. She scrubbed the attic stairs as if her brush could bore through us. So she had her brush. It talks about a bucket of dirty water, so we know she had a bucket of water. Mm-hmm. Nor did she leave the tin of expensive wax open, so she was using the wax. That's why it was open. She was using it. So far we know she had broom, bucket of water, and wax. So we want to know now if she used an electric polisher or if she was polishing with a cloth. You tell me that part. How was she polishing? Look to see what she was polishing with, Joshua. Look at the last sentence. You see the last sentence?
Yes.
What it says? Becca was putting what? Putting
Water.
mm-hmm.
Room.
Wax and cloth, right? So our answer is cloth. And our last question, another title for this passage could be Becca has a fever, Becca does a good job, Becca's boss, or Becca tries to be different. What you think would be a good title we could use?
Becca tries to be different.
I agree with you, Joshua. I think that's a good title. Becca tries to be different. Okay, good job. All right, so great job with comprehension. A whole 20 minutes on comprehension. Yeah, let me stop this.